Now, why is milk one of the best supplements for you to take to start really healing your hormones? Well, let me get into this. My name is Mike Over, and I've been featured in many places like Men's Health, T Nation, Elite Fitness, and I've been wanting to know exactly how to solve the issues that lie deep within the body, not just something that a workout and some silly meal plan can solve. And I take pride in that, and I look at really trying to solve these cases to help bring out the best body in you. And one of the biggest things that I'm going to teach you today is how struggling women can get the best benefits from 3 key supplements. And one of them being, let's talk about it, calcium D-glucarate. So that's the first one. Calcium, like we know, like it's in kefir, and the thing about calcium D-glucarate is how it's going to help the body not reabsorb bad estrogen. So in women, you're gonna have good and bad estrogen. That's when it comes down to. And what happens is over time, the bad estrogen gets built up within the body and it doesn't get out. And when that happens, you can kind of think of this as an analogy like a drain. That drain gets more clogged. And when that drain doesn't stay open and allow for removal of this bad estrogen, things can happen that really hurt women in their process of trying to lose fat, right? So things like blood sugar imbalances, night sweats, hormonal issues, mood, fatigue, stress, inflammation, right? These things start to become more prevalent, even more so along the lines that can get more serious, like your triglycerides, cancers. These things can be helped solve by obviously working into a strong nutritional protocol, but calcium D-glucarate would be my first recommendation because it doesn't allow for a lot of the bad estrogen to get reabsorbed back into the body. So it improves that methylation. The second one I'm going to talk about is myo-inositol. Now, this acts as an intracellular messenger. Kind of cool, right? So it's kind of like it's going to be sending messages to the body. And research has really shown this to be superior, especially in women with PCOS, and helping to combat some of the symptoms that come along with that, whether it's things like blood sugar control, right? So in randomized trials, myo-inositol has been shown to really increase the amount of insulin sensitivity the body has more so than anything, even berberine, right? Even metformin. So myo-inositol is a godsend for that, and as a messenger, it can send messages to things like FSH, like your thyroid. So if your thyroid is down and you're starting to take thyroid medication, maybe you think about maybe what the actual relay of the messaging is happening there, because oftentimes it's not the thyroid that's the problem, it's where it's coming from in the messages that are trying to attack that and why that area is not working right. And oftentimes it could be the gut, oftentimes it could be the messaging. So myo-inositol can help with combating that as well. And even so, like I mentioned earlier, myo-inositol is great at even helping with triglyceride levels. So it can help stabilize that, which then ultimately can reduce inflammation, which is another benefit of myo-inositol. So lastly, they're even finding studies about this helping with relaxation, stress reduction. So this can even be a great thing to help take prior to sleep because it will help improve your circadian rhythm and sleep. So when you think about it, this is a really great thing to take. So even as much as, this one is 1,000 milligrams for 2 caps. You know, you can get anywhere up from 500 to 1,000 daily and be okay there. Now let's talk about the last one. And I love going liposomal with this one. So it's glutathione and NAD. Okay, that is the best thing that I do think for helping cells recover because it's a massive amount of antioxidant properties that are withheld in glutathione and NAD. Both of them are great. Why? Because women, especially, are going to start experiencing cellular buildup of toxins and aging. It's kind of like saying like, okay, you can get away with exposure to toxins at 20s. Your body's like, oh, okay, my cells are good. But because of inflammation and your macrophages not being as clear, your cells are going to get damaged a lot quicker. And so what NAD and glutathione will do is help boost that cellular resistance level up and help make this a little bit easier for more antioxidants to support the body and cells to recover, repair, and grow. What does that do? It's going to help improve your immune health. It's going to even been shown to help with even gut health. It's going to be shown to help even with fat loss, metabolism, insulin, helping even with things as far as sleep and stress reduction. And all these things are great because of what? You're improving antioxidants. So not to mention what it can do to help keep toxic burden away from your body, right? Because if you don't have a buildup, how are you gonna be able to stay healthy? So hopefully that gives you guys the good rundown of 3 potent things that can help when you're dealing with hormonal issues. But start here and support yourself with a strong Mediterranean approach diet, and start out also with 3 times a week of 30 to 40 minutes of weight training, resistance training, not cardio heavy boot camps and HIIT workouts. And I promise you'll see a benefit in how your body starts to feel. So hopefully that helps. Make sure you check out my free community I have just for people like you, and I guarantee it's gonna help. And you can click on the link below, check it out. I can't wait to see you there.